The more and more I use technology, the more and more I become certain that we have done something as humanity. We have reached a zenith in the search for making things easier for people to do. And there has to be a balance struck between making things easy and keeping life livable. Because if you wanted to, you could take a human being at birth and pretty much control everything that they do from the moment they're born till the moment they die, using the technology we have now, through psychologically influencing them with media, or making things that ordinarily would provide them stimulation through challenge so easy for them that they are just done automatically. Now, human beings like challenge. I like challenge. I don't like things to just be given to me, because where's the challenge in that? Where's the sense of achievement? The reason I'm making this video is that a few minutes ago I was using a search engine on the internet. As it happens, DuckDuckGo. Don't get me started on that stupid infantile name. But anyway, DuckDuckGo. The answers that came back were what its algorithm or whatever thought I meant. Now, I don't care what 85 to 99% of the population want when they are typing whatever gibberish they're typing into search engines. Oh, most people want this result. I don't care. I don't want my thinking done for me. I'm an independent individual and an intelligent man. I don't want, oh, most people want that, thrown in my face, especially by autopilot. Now, if I go into a store or some sort of office somewhere and I say, I want this, and they go, oh, most people want, I can say to them, okay, great, no, what I want is actually this. And then they can say, oh, okay, alright, I'll get that for you. Well, not many people asked for that. Great. At least you've got the opportunity to get a human being responding to you. Not so with search engines. You can't turn off the nappy, or diaper if you're American, of the search engine nowadays, because 25 years ago there wasn't one. You didn't have training wheels, you didn't have guides telling you what to look for. What you typed in was what you got. And you know what? It was so useful. If you didn't get exactly what you wanted, you modified your search and got it. Now, with all this AI garbage being thrown around like confetti, everyone is becoming dependent upon it. At least everyone who is stupid. Okay? I'm not stupid. There are plenty of people like me who aren't stupid, who want control of what they're doing. Oh, but most people want it like this. Doesn't apply to people like me, and I don't care what you say. I don't care. I really don't care. If you want all your thinking done for you, then go and dribble somewhere else. The fact is that people who have brains and use them want things to work as they want them to work, dependent upon their own input. If they mess up the input, it's their responsibility. All this "we'll do everything for you" nonsense is crippling society, because first of all it encourages dim-witted people to become more so, oh, okay, I'll do that then. Yeah, those people become a liability because they stop thinking and they start making mistakes, whereas before they would have actually had to account for their mistakes and maybe learn something. Moreover, people who actually are intellectually capable and want information and want to get things done can't get it because they have to wade through the garbage that's spat out from every information source that's available. So this has to stop. We have to get over this. There is someone somewhere can draw a graph whereby there's a steady incline or even some sort of exponential incline towards a threshold sort of point beyond which you have to stop gilding the lily. You have to stop overdoing things that don't need doing. It's like sharpening a blade, you know. You can sharpen it to almost to perfection, and then one more stroke and you've fouled it. You've ruined it. And this is what's happened with technology. The internet was a useful tool, and now it has literally it's like scissors, okay? Scissors in the right hands are fabulous tools, but someone has taken the scissors that we used to have and said, you know what, they're too sharp. We'll put plastic boundaries on them so that people don't cut themselves, okay? And the same thing is true with the intellectual matter and the way it's delivered with the internet. Oh, you know what? Most people don't want the really intellectually stimulating stuff. They don't want it. They just want potatoes. So we'll just give them potatoes. And every time you search for something, you put some phrase in or some word, it'll come up with what the search engine thinks you want instead of what you actually want. Now, if I write in something like, I don't know, how to skin a rabbit, ready for preparing into a meal. Sorry, vegetarians. How to skin a carrot. Okay, fine. So if I put that search thing in, yes, I'll probably get what I want. But if I put in, I don't have an example to hand right now. But what I put in was T.O.W. At the bottom of a page. I wrote in that T blah, 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 at the bottom of a page because I wanted to find out if there was some reference on the internet that someone had written down which would explain why in a book I'm reading, an old book, T.O.W. was written at the bottom of the page. I was curious. No, P.T.O. It means please turn over. No, that's not what I wrote. I wrote T.W.O. And I know I can put apostrophes or quotation marks around this phrase to force the search engine to look for entries that have that exact phrase, that exact term in them. But the point is, I know that everything has changed because statistically, most people wanted a certain boneheaded response. That's what you get. Now, what I think we need is two sorts of search engine. Search engines for morons and search engines for people who really want to find information. And the funny thing is, we used to have those. So basically what we need is search engines the way they used to be and search engines for morons that have all the AI in the world, and those morons can have their entire lives dictated to them by statistical analyses which tell them that they have to eat a certain number of pieces of fruit a day and they have to take a certain number of steps a day and all this other nonsense that they don't need to know, that doesn't help them and which really rots their brain. We just need two different internet search engine styles. Until that happens, I will be dissatisfied, and that cannot be allowed to continue.